Governor Joe Shapiro is prioritizing education in this year's state budget plan, yet again, now proposing hundreds of millions of dollars of additional spending. Fox 43's Marshall Keeley explains his new spending proposal and the pushback from Republicans in the state Senate.
After a record $1.1 billion increase in basic education funding last year, Governor Shapiro is doubling down on his investment in Pennsylvania public schools, asking for another $606 million increase this year. Acting Secretary of Education Dr. Carrie Rowe has been on the job for a little more than a week, but Senate Republicans weren't pulling any punches during budget hearings on Wednesday.
97% of that money will go to 348 school districts. 3% will go to 152 school districts. How does that become fair?
What we're striving for is to have equity where all students have access to a world-class education.
Republican Senate Majority Leader Joe Pittman questioned the need for more money in education.
We keep going back to the taxpayer at the state level, at the local level, and we still get poor results.
When it was looked at recently, it was determined that there that some of the schools were funded inadequately. The formula was developed to help create that even playing field.
Some Democrats criticized a lack of guidance from the State Department of Education following the flurry of emails and executive orders from the Trump administration.
What guidance or resources does PDE plan to provide to LEAs to navigate these changes, and when do you plan to provide that guidance?
Schools should consider, along with their solicitor in their community and their school board, because we have local control, how they want to handle issues.
Rowe said she's taking the reins during a, quote, time of chaos, and addressed the president's plan to eliminate the U.S. Department of Education.
To shutter the Department of Education by closing it down or to functionally neuter it would be catastrophic.
Rowe says the federal agency pushes out an estimated $1.6 billion to Pennsylvania schools. And while the funding may remain, she's concerned losing the department could disrupt the framework of education.
It won't take that long to dismantle, and I'm not sure it can ever be put back together quite the same way again.
Marshall Keeley, Fox 43 News.